At long last, guys, ET phoning in. I've had a very hard mental and emotional slump, and it affected my creative process of law. 2017 was not easy for a lot of us, but I am back and here to reintroduce hashtag a kid like me. Kids Like Us is still out. The movie is airing in June. It is going to be great. But from now, the web series that you guys have been tuning into, it's going into a whole different direction. Follow the journey and stay tuned. You guys know in 2017, I had my top surgery in June, and in September, I had both my hysterectomy and bottom surgery. So that was two surgeries, one after the other. Did my body take a huge toll after the fact? Yes, it certainly did. And I'm sadly still recovering from it all, but that was the bright side of my 2017, besides meeting my fiance. 2017 was the year of recognition, realization, and falling back in love with thyself. And I shall elaborate real soon. Phoning in. I know it's been a real long time, guys. I apologize. Life happened, situations happened from October until now. My life has been pretty hectic, but as requested and as I've been saying, season 2 is about to air. And lucky for you guys, this is the first episode. I spent a couple of months in California getting away from all of the bullshit in New York City. Had to go find myself, revisit myself, and understand where and what I want to do and where I want to be. And a lot of you can understand that because there's a lot of people 24, 23, 25, you name it. Some people in their 30s that don't even know where or what they want to do. And I don't want to be one of those people. I want to be able to breathe easy and live happily by the time I'm in my late 20s. So, I made a statement earlier. I had said 2017 was filled with a lot of life lessons, a lot of learning how to love yourself again, and just a lot of lessons, point blank, period. And don't worry, guys, he's sleeping. You see, he picked his head up. The baby's sleeping. For one, I learned a lot about myself this year. And I'm sure a lot of other people learned a lot about themselves this year. I thought that I'd never be able to settle down and, fall in love ever again after I've gotten my heart broken multiple times. Nor did I want to be bothered, to be real honest. But then I met the love of my life. The moral to the story, guys, is it's really never too late to start over. Whenever you feel like you're about to hit rock bottom, just know that's a new beginning. Don't look at it as this is the end. The only time it is ever the end is when you give up completely. And that's it. You don't want no parts on getting better. But I always say it. You can't sit in your shit and expect shit to happen. You're just gonna be smelling like shit. Mentioned earlier that this whole thing is gonna be changing direction. Let me elaborate. I'm gonna have guest stars. I'm gonna have co-hosts. I'm switching it up completely from a based web series and more of which you guys would call a vlog, which is cool, Um, it's gonna, of course, mainly be focusing around my life and the people that are now still in my life, which is zero to none, very few. You will be seeing the fiance more and more, actually, because it's fiance. Yeah, she finally locked the kid down. Um, I'm here to talk about everything and anything, and you guys already know that. But my main goal for this year is not to educate any cisgendered people, not to try to break my neck to get people to understand my lifestyle, but just for people to understand if you are like me, you're not alone. And you are you. You're not different in any shape or form. It's just people who blatantly don't understand you. And kudos to them because they're missing out on a really great person. People always want to judge a book by its cover until they start reading the book. What are you gonna do, guys? What are you gonna do? You can't let them change you. You really and truly just have to be who you are. Because if you start living this lie and box yourself into these views, you're gonna end up real miserable real fast, and nobody wants to be miserable. Go live your best lives. Go do you. Go fucking get a lizard, a snake. Go get another dog. Quit that job. Go move. Go travel. Live. Because life is so short, guys. Here today, going tomorrow. You never know. And if you're in my age group, you're mid-20s, late 20s. Like I said, I just turned 24. Go live. You want to have stories to look back on, to tell your children, your grandchildren, what you were doing when you were in your mid-20s or early 20s. If people judge you, let them judge you. People usually judge what they don't understand. And they probably low-key think you're really cool, so... really never had to be this serious. Life never has to be this serious. Stop creating problems for yourselves, guys. Just go live, breathe, eat, sleep, love, soar, blossom. Don't let them clip your wings. There's no more negativity and hatred that you should be carrying in your souls. And out of all people, I am preaching from the fucking choir. Being sad and miserable gets you nowhere. It just keeps you sad and miserable. Go roll up, smoke an out, think about your day, meditate on it, meditate for any reason possible, and just move on. I'm gonna leave you on that note because this is just a summary of what to expect for the rest of this. I just lost my train of thought, I'm a pothead. But I'll leave you off with what I always say. It is not a bad life. It is just a bad moment. And this is E.T. phoning out. And Stoffy too. Stoffy's part of this too now.
You're a mess, you're a mess.
One pretzel?
No.
You got everything pretzels.